welcome to Global Insight, where we update you on the latest events around the world. I am Joy Adesowa Ramoseli. In the main stories making global headlines right now, more than 1 million have been displaced as China's Hebei region reels from record rains. Pakistan's National Assembly likely to be dissolved on August 9. Nigeria cuts off power supply to Niger Republic. Saudis host peace summit in Ukraine with the Kremlin not on the invite list. Now let's begin in China, where more than 1 million people have been relocated from their homes in China's Hebei province following deadly flooding earlier this week. According to state media, officials warned that it could take a month for the waters to recede in some areas. Rain from the remnant of Typhoon Doksuri slammed the northern province of 75 million and the neighboring cities of Beijing and Tianjin starting last week, causing heavy flooding that stranded residents, washing away bridges and highways, and also left at least 22 dead. According to the state media report, evacuated residents have been transferred to makeshift shelters in hotels and schools. Social media posts show people dropping off donations to these shelters and setting up booths to offer food, while a district government within Tianjin called on residents to help house their displaced relatives and neighbors. As of Wednesday, authorities released more than 1 billion cubic meters of floodwater into flood control zones, which include farmlands, residential areas, as well as lakes and wetlands. A number of flood control zones have been activated one after another, resulting in relocations and relatively large economic losses. Prime Minister of Pakistan has stated that the National Assembly will be dissolved on August 9, 3 days before the completion of the 5-year parliamentary term. Shehbaz Sharif made the announcement during a dinner hosted for the members of his ruling coalition on Thursday. A senior government minister who attended the meeting stated on conditions of anonymity. The dissolution of the National Assembly sets the stage for general elections later this year. Pakistan's constitution states that if the assembly is dissolved on time, which is August 12, the election will take place within 60 days. However, if the dissolution takes place even a day earlier, that period is extended to 90 days. A source in Niger's power company, Niger, has disclosed that Nigeria has cut electricity to its neighbor as a result of the sanction by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. TUC Kano, State Sub-Region Public Relations Officer, has confirmed that the connection that supplies power to Niger Republic comes directly from the national grid. Therefore, it has no connection with the supply of power to any region in the country. The move was part of pressure on the country's coup leaders. Meanwhile, West Africa's regional bloc on Wednesday said a military intervention in junta-ruled Niger was the last resort, as ex-colonial power France sent in 5th planes to evacuate its citizens. Coup leader General Tiani insisted that they had no reason to quit the country. Joining the departure, the United States ordered a partial evacuation of its embassy in Niamey. West African military chiefs were meeting in Nigerian capital Abuja to frame a response while a delegation was in Niger for negotiations a week after the coup that shook the fragile nation. ECOWAS leaders on Sunday imposed trade and financial sanctions, giving the coup leaders a week to reinstate Niger's democratically elected president or face the possible use of force. And finally, Saudi Arabia is hosting an unusual gathering of top security officials from 30 nations, including the United States, for a Ukraine-led summit this weekend to discuss potential pathways towards negotiations to end Russia's occupation of Ukrainian territory. The catch is Russia isn't invited to the gathering. Analysts say talks are likely to anchor around the Ukrainian and US efforts to persuade non-aligned countries from the so-called Global South to publicly back Kyiv's position on peace talks. China, which has offered rhetorical support for the government of Russian President Vladimir Putin and has unsuccessfully pushed its peace initiative in recent months, is among the countries sending representatives to the Saudi city of Jeddah. India, and another major power that has hedged its bets in the nearly 18-month-old war, also plans to attend. Regional experts say Saudi Arabia is using the meeting to underscore its rising status as a global diplomatic broker. And that's it on Global Insight today. Many thanks for watching. My name is Joy Adesua Iramosele. Many thanks for staying with us. Keep watching VOP TV.